the reason for the strike, ama for these leaders to cause a strike, is because of a Maroon festival.
Yeah.
What's a Maroon festival?
Maroon Fest is basically like
I'm
they
doing
host
a
a festival.
reaction on Diana Bahati's video interrogating Morgan. Diana Bahati, did you just say you are disappointed? I am disappointed in you. How can you interrogate Morgan publicly after a very serious strike in his school?
Something that maybe they tried, but they saw that the only way is violence. So we tried, and I spoke to the person who was basically, and they told me that many of the years that they've stayed there, 4 years, that all the Maroon Fest they've been contributing money, fake promises, turn downs, and disappointment. So yesterday it was pretty bad. The principal, you know, our principal has an accent. So akasimama hapo juu ati the maroon vest will be repeated. He said vest, and then we ati vest ni nini, sema vizuri, and then they beat him with a rock over here, some spoons. So he had to be like rushed out of the crowd because it was crazy. They entered the chapel, broke the glasses. Right now, like.
So the issue was Maroon Fest, or the issue was an accumulation of what else could have caused the strike? Because so when did this Maroon Fest happen in your school?
Maroon Fest happened on Sunday, and the strike happened on Monday.
Yesterday. Today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maroon Fest happened on Sunday.
Sunday.
So which schools came?
It was just 3 schools. Kadhiani Girls, Muafam, and Alliance Boys. And we had expected a lot.
So now people started rioting.
People became agitated because, like, even because we went to Bush Fest and Impala Fest, and if you see how, like, the stage is big, the artists, like, Bush Fest, they brought Calligraph Jones.
Where is Bush Fest?
It's in Alliance.
Boys.
Yeah, Alliance Boys.
So that's another festival.
Yeah, that's another festival.
So Alliance Boys, they call it Bush Fest.
Yeah.
You call yours
Maroon Fest.
Maroon Fest. And the other one?
The other one is Impala Fest for Nairobi School. They literally brought Major. They brought Major, and us over here, we were promised so many people. But then they brought a dancer, and he didn't even stay for long. Besides, he's even smoking over there. And then the teachers over there, okay, basically the strike was also like to remove the committee, the Maroon Fest committee that was arranging, because they say that it's old school. Because
who is the committee arranging?
Committees, some teachers are part of the committee arranging that festival.
And students?
Also, yes, some students also.
So it's old school?
Yeah, they say that the people who are arranging it, they're too old school. And so, like, girls are starting to dance, teacher comes there, poses the music, tells us to give them space. So people are like, wakanza kuzua. Kasema ati,
give them space for what?
So, you know, Maroon Fest, of course, if girls start dancing, we must go dance with them. But then as we start dancing with them and interacting, the teacher comes up and starts saying that we give them personal space. So people were like, what's the point of a Maroon Fest if you're telling us to give them personal space? Yeah, so many teachers were beaten yesterday.
Beaten?
Some of them, not all. Like there's this one who was he borrowed a jumper and he tried to blend in with us. But when he was caught, he was beaten up. Yeah, he was beaten up by Form 3. The Form 3 came, akamuliza, mbona uko na ndevu? And then...
Form 3?
Yeah, that teacher tried to blend in with the students. But he got caught with the students and he was beaten up in the middle of the riot.
So who was pushed? You know, somebody pushed you from second floor, akaumiza spinal cord.
I don't know his name, I just helped carry. I helped carry because apparently I'm a prefect, so I just helped. I don't know his name, but I helped carry him to the sanatorium. Like, because we couldn't like use this route through the administration. We had to go, hey, it was a long distance. Basically, let's give an estimate from here up to around that wall over there.
So in short, if I'm trying to understand, mume strike, riots zimekosiwa shule, mmevunja administration block na shule because juu ya funky.
I don't know the other things, but me, that's all I know. But of course, they have their own reasons. Because I was not part of the strike, because we were out the whole day, prefects. We were out. We came in front of the...
And how was it during the day, like before the strike, Jana usiku? What was the mood in the school?
Prefects were not in school.
Also, you don't know.
Yeah, we went for a trip, and so basically, what the method they used to get everybody to get to the riot, they wrote and stuck the papers in the toilet, saying as soon as the prefects leave at 9:30, there will be a riot in every toilet. It was written like that, all the toilets. So yeah, many people were hurt. So that guy who broke his spine, it's so bad. It's paralysis from there.
7-year-old Amelia was the fat, ugly
My goodness.
But the good thing, they didn't burn the dome.
So walitoa wapi matchbox?
They raided the kitchen. They went to the kitchen, stole matchboxes, stole bread, everything. They entered the kitchen. And also ate like food from the sufurias. And yeah, they entered by force. Took everything.
So what has been damaged in school as we are speaking?
Like everything. There's no building that hasn't been damaged. The screens, the TVs have been broken, windows, desks. Like some people right now, their desks are just broken because they were breaking desks. They can hold a desk, throw it to the window. Everything is broken. There's nothing that is safe right now. Like in our class, if you go right now, like there's no light at all. Light, CCTV, windows, glass everywhere. So we walk while we're careful. They wanted to light a fire at the parade ground yesterday. They took papers from teacher's office and they wanted to light the fire. It was pretty bad yesterday.
So are you guys aware that Utumushi girls got burnt?
Yep.
And 16 died?
Yep.
How did that information get to you?
So we're told at the assembly that Utumushi girls, 16 were dead and some injured. We were told at the assemblies and we were told to give 1 minute of silence for them.
So were you told who caused the fire?
No.
Do you know who caused the fire?
No.
You have no idea?
No. But these things, I think it's basically one high school does a riot, the next one is incited because it started with status girls. They did a riot also, they went home. Followed by status boys, then Utumushi, then now us, and also Upper Hill. So it's just a sequence. Because right now schools, most of the schools are out.
Do you know 8 students were involved in burning the dome?
I didn't know.
Yeah. And they've all been caught on CCTV camera. And Morgan, my prayer was, the vile tu nimeanza kuongea hii story, I was teaching your kids, your siblings, how not to keep a certain company. Because you can imagine, ni sahi nisikie Lenana imechomeka na kuna watu wamechomeka. We rush quickly in agony, crossing our fingers that you are safe. You understand? As a parent, I come and find out that you are among the 16 who perished. Where does that leave me? Or I come running and praying to God that my son is okay, only to come and find out that you are part of the people who lighted the fire. Do you know the lives of those students have changed forever?
Yeah.
They will never see freedom in their lives. A parent has struggled just to make sure that these people go to school. Ukiona wazazi wanalia, I want you to take time when you freshen up. I want you to take time and go and watch the happenings since Thursday. That was the news we woke up to. Do you understand, Morgan? I don't know what to say. I am very cautious of the company you keep in school, of the people you associate yourself with, because it can be anybody. These students, when they were planning what they were doing, you see, like unasema walikuwa na matchbox nini, I'm sure they did not plan to light up a fire so that people can die. I hear sijui which school had caused a strike, and I also wanted to strike, just like you're saying. Wali riot, wali strike kwa sababu exams sijui zilitolewa date sijui 19th June zikapelekwa 2nd June.
Hey guys, I'm doing a reaction on Diana Bahati's video interrogating Morgan. Diana Bahati, did you just say you are disappointed? I am disappointed in you. How can you interrogate Morgan publicly after a very serious strike in his school? Diana Bahati, you are not a good mother. Actually, you are a bad stepmother. You are a bad, very bad stepmother. How can you do this? Like, how can you interrogate Morgan about what happened publicly? How can you do that? How can you do that? Look, what has happened at Lenana school is very serious, because this is coming after Utumushi Academy girls banned their fellow girls. This is very sensitive. And from what Morgan is saying, they destroyed the CCTV cameras. This is just to tell the government and the public they can as well do it better than Utumushi Academy. Everybody has been saying CCTV cameras should be put everywhere in all boarding schools. So Lenana High School just told the people, even if you put the CCTV cameras, we can destroy them and go ahead and do whatever we want to do. Remember, when Utumushi girls banned their fellow girls, there was no police on compound. When Lenana boys were rioting, there was a lot of police. Morgan just said it. A lot of police. But still, there's nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do. The police are not going to stay in these schools monitoring what is going on. Let me tell you something. Many people are saying the girls that banned the other girls in Utumushi girls, they are bad girls, bad company. Every parent is talking to their child, advising them to choose friends to avoid bad girls. By the way, let me tell you something. And it seems parents really forget. When you are in school, actually the good ones are always the bad ones. The smart ones, the so-called good girls, the so-called prefects, are always the leaders in all these things. Why do parents seem to forget when they were in school what used to happen? Prefects are the whistleblowers. They blow the whistle, then sit back. Yes, it's the prefects. It's those kids from well-off families. They're the ones who do these things. They are never the poor ones. The poor ones don't do anything because they don't have anything. They don't have anything. But these students from well-off family are always the destroyers. Those children from very good backgrounds are the destroyers. So anyway, Morgan said it's a series, a sequence of schools. He said it started with, I don't know which one, State House Girls or whatever, went to Upper Hill, went to Utumushi, and now Lenana. Look, it's not about being a bad child in school. It's about what your mind is thinking at that moment. You know, I don't know why most parents, when it comes to such matters, they now act old school. Even those Gen X, and I know when children are striking, they don't need a very big reason. Look, when Diana says that she's shocked that all these were happening just because of a function, anything, including just missing bread, like usually you are used to eating eggs on Sunday. Now there come a Sunday, there are no eggs. That's a very big reason for children to strike. and do a very big damage. So it's not about something whether genuine or not. So in most cases, people don't go in for the problem. The problem is here is the children contributed 2,500 for the Maroon Festival. And now, whatever they were presented with was low budget, which means their money is gone to dust. Like when a child gives 2,500, even if it's just 500 shillings, that's a lot. That's a lot. And again, this is fun, once in a year fun. It's not everyday fun. So when they promise something, it's supposed to happen. So why didn't it happen? So these leaders, the ones that are in charge of
The principal,
organizing
you know,
this
our
event,
principal has an accent.
definitely they are
So
dishing the money. They are eating their money.
The maroon vest.
They
but
ate their
repeated,
money
he said
actually.
vest. And then we
So
ate
that
it.
is the
Vest
main
nini, some
problem.
of his own.
And when
then
people
they
start
beat
saying,
him with a rock over here,
oh,
some spoons.
the
So he
CCTV
had to be,
cameras
like,
should be
rushed
put
out of
everywhere,
the,
that's
of
no
the crowd because it was
solution.
crazy. They
They
entered the
will
chapel,
destroy the
broke the
CCTV
glasses.
cameras
Right
and
now,
then
like,
do whatever they
So
want
the
to
issue
do.
was Maroon Fest, or the issue was
Actually,
an
I think the
accumulation
only
of what else
solution
could
to
have
this
caused
is banning
the
all
strike? Because
boarding
it's a,
schools.
so when was the
Big
when
thing.
did
Kenya
this
should
Maroon
just do
Fest
away
happen
with
in
boarding
the
schools.
school?
Maroon Fest
Because let
happened
me
on
tell you,
Sunday,
these
and the strike
students,
happened
they
on
don't
Monday.
reason the way you are
Yesterday.
thinking.
Today's
They don't
Tuesday.
reason that way.
Maroon Fest happened
It's
on
just
Sunday.
like,
Sunday,
I don't
Which
know why
schools
people
came?
forget.
it was
When there
just
is
3 schools.
maandamano,
Kadiani
when
girls,
there is a
Uh-huh.
maandamano,
Mwafam,
they have
and
to
Alliance
do
Boys.
it better.
And we had expected a
If
lot.
last maandamano did not succeed,
So
now
now
they will look
people
for a strategy to
people
make sure
became
the maandamano
started rioting.
People
will
became agitated
actually
because, like,
succeed.
even because we
That
went
is
to Bush
how
Fest
students
and
also
Impala
think.
Fest, and if
So
you see
if
how,
Stare
like,
Boys
the
have
stage is big,
striked and
the
that
artists,
strike
like
did not really
Bush
hit
Fest, they brought
or
Calligraph
it did
Jones.
not
Where
succeed
is
the way
Bush
they
Fest?
wanted,
It's
the
in
next school
Alliance.
is going to
Boys.
do it
Yeah,
much
Alliance
better
Boys.
So
so
that's
that
another
it
festival.
hits
Yeah, that's
the
another
headlines.
So Alliance Boys,
See?
they call it Bush Fest.
Yeah.
You call
So
yours
it's not
Maroon
about
Maroon Fest.
putting
And the other one?
police to
The
be
other one is Impala
vigilant
Fest
within
for
the
Nairobi
compound.
School.
So are you
They
going
literally brought major.
to send police to all these schools? Do you think you can like manage students when they decide to strike? What happened at Utumushi Academy? As much as it's going to look like are they 7 girls were the ones who organized this? No, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. It was organized by a lot of them. A lot of them took part in the plan of banning the dormitory, and it might be the intention was not even to ban the girls. The intention was just to ban without thinking, like ban. So I think something I think they forgot something. Like I don't know. I think they forgot something. It might be even they forgot to open the door on the way out. Something just happened that the other girls ended up being banned. Something just went wrong. But for something like that to happen, it has to be planned by many of them. And even those who are not on camera, those who are not on camera, that those who took part but they're not on camera. One thing I know about Utumushi girls, it was not just those 7 girls. It was a lot of them planning to do it. And the entire school knew about it. They knew about it. For these girls to be burnt there, something just didn't go as planned. You see, like when thieves go to plan to go steal in a bank or something, they plan inclusively of everything, but something just goes wrong somewhere and then they are got. See? So let's not assume that the 7 girls are the only mistakes. No, these are the children that we have currently. They all think like that. They are all thinking like that. You see? When we plan to go for maandamano, we plan. Why are people trying to think like this is an extraordinary thinking? People do this, they think this. So Diana bringing Morgan on camera wants to tell us Morgan doesn't know what happened at Lenana. No. The fact that the prefects were out doesn't mean the prefects did not know what was happening. It doesn't mean the Lenana prefects did not know that people are planning to strike. A strike takes time, and Morgan said it clearly. It does not just happen spontaneously. They plan. It's something they have been complaining about. It keeps on growing until now it bursts into such a strike. So this Diana, I think she is not smart at all. You bringing Morgan on camera to talk about the strike at Lenana is not being wise. You are just being a bad stepmother. A bad stepmother. Because, the fact that you are bringing him on camera to talk about the strike and how it happened and what was happening, who was hurt, how they were dressed, and the way they were speaking, is partially exposing whatever the plans. And when these people strike, they work as a team. So you, Diana Bahati, you are just a bad stepmother. I'm going to call you a bad stepmother because Morgan is not your own. Morgan is not your own child. Can you do the same with the heaven? I don't think so. So you are just a bad mother. Exposing Morgan publicly to the fellow students at Lenana, you are just being a bad mother. And it doesn't, I saw someone in the comment section told you, Morgan said that he had to hide because there are those students who have a grudge on him and you should change Morgan. Do you think even changing him to a different school will keep him safe? No. These schools, you see, there's no better school. All of them, they are agitated the same way. And even if you change Morgan to another school, it doesn't prune him or take him out of Kenya. He's still there. He's still in Nairobi. He's still in Kenya. If they decide, you betrayed us by partially revealing what happened, they will go for him wherever he is. They will even come for you in your own house. You, Diana Bahati, you are so stupid. I must say that's a very stupid thing you did. They will even come for you as a Bahati family. They will come for you. So you coming here, pretending like you are sad, you are concerned, you are advised. You are advising who? When you are in school, were you not being advised about not doing some things and you still did them? Why do parents tend to forget? Why do they forget? Were you not the one who was a group leader in strikes in school? Most of us parents, some of us were just part of the strikes, and you know exactly what happens when kids decide they want to strike or they want to ban the school. Nothing can stop them. Nothing. So you pretending here, parents should look. People need to be realistic. When you tell someone, I'm going to give you a festival worth 2,500, let it be worth it. That is the core problem of this. If you are collecting 2,500 or 500 from students for a festival, make sure you spend that money on the festival and give them something that they will like. That is the problem, not the children. The children are not the problem. The students are not the problem. It's whoever is doing the event, the function, the one who took their money and squandered the money and gave them a low budget festival. That is the problem. That is the problem people are supposed to be addressing. That's just the other day we saw Musiria with a boy who was beaten by the principal and other teachers. And the reason this boy is giving out is because he has a girlfriend at school that the principal is interested in. So it was about jealousy. This principal, isn't he married? Isn't he a man that is supposed to go for a woman out there? Why is he fighting over a little girl with a little schoolboy? And you see, Musiria came out with this case. you will see now it has gone quiet and nothing is happening. That is a huge problem. So they jumped this boy, teachers and even the principal himself, and beat him up thoroughly. Look, deal with an issue as it comes in. I'm going to give you an example. One day, my brother's son, I think he was in Form 2 or Form 3, he wanted some money for pocket money. And then he wasn't given the money. He wasn't given the money. So this is what he said. He said that, okay, you have refused to give me 2,000 Kenya shillings. You are going to spend more. You are going to spend more. I promise you, you are going to spend more. Guess what he did? He went, bought rat and drank. Alienda akanunua sumu ya panya akakunywa. Okay, how much do you think the parents spent on him in the hospital? Thank God he did not die, but he could have died. So think about it this way. If this boy died, how much could have the parents spent on the funeral? In the hospital, they spent around 200,000. The boy was asking for 5,000. So sometimes just be realistic. These boys, these kids, they don't reason the way you think. They are thinking so differently, I'm telling you. So you, Diana Bahati, back to you. You are a very bad mother for exposing Morgan on public TV. Now the clip is going round, it's trending. You are a very bad mother. Now Morgan is going to have so many enemies. You shouldn't have done this, Diana Bahati. This is so wrong. This is so wrong. In fact, you need to delete this video. This is so wrong. Guys, thanks for watching. I need to know your opinion. I need to know what you think. Thanks for watching and